This is the news on the Exact Television TV News Channel.
Hello, good day, and welcome to the Exact Television TV News Channel news. Exactly the way it is, class and style. Program the Olu Nigeria Show, taking the future for Africa, broadcasting here in Nigeria, Africa, around the world. I am Desmond Imbalo. And on the news today, first the headline. New Mosop President Professor Wai Ogosu unveils his 3 years blueprint agenda for Mosop, tells the Exact Television TV News Channel in an exclusive interview. Don't you go nowhere, the news will be right back shortly after these important commercials.
Always remember that courage breaks the yoke. Welcome to the ZatituRadioFM.com digital radio program, the Olu Nigeria Show, Teenage and the Future for Africa with Mr. Desmond Imbalo, your favorite host. On this show, we bring the government closer to you and take what concerns you to the government at all levels with interesting interviews and reviews, brand spotlights, entertainment, religious matters, community yearnings, the academy, and press briefing. A brand owned by the Exact Group Media House, Exact Productions Nigeria Limited EPNL, Media News and Entertainment Company. To feature on this show and advert placement, call 0912-8161708. Facebook at Exact Press House, the ExactRadioFM.com. Thank you for tuning in and have a nice day until I come your way. My name is Mr. Desmond Imbalo, your favorite host. Keep listening.
Welcome back, and now the news in detail. The newly elected president of the Movement for the Survival of the Ogoni People, Mosop, Professor Olu Andah Wai Ogosu, has unveiled his 3 years blueprint and working agenda for the successful movement of Mosop and attainment of her goals and objectives on what the people should expect from his administration in his 3 years in office. The Mosop President, Professor Wai Ogosu, disclosed this when he featured on the Exact Television TV News Channel program, the Olu Nigeria Show, Teenage and the Future for Africa. Whereas Nigerians must watch and listen to his wealth of knowledge and experience as an environmentalist and a lecturer at the Rivers State University, Port Harcourt. In this exclusive interview, he talks about the unity of the Ogoni people, the restoration of the Ogoni people's rich in resources, human capacity, commitment to hard work, creation of new enabling environment for the people to grow in skills, education, entrepreneurship, youth empowerment, and engaging in meaningful conversation with the government, amongst others. Let's take you into the exclusive interview with him and hear him out.
Okay, this is the Exact Television TV News Channel program, the Olu Nigeria Show, Teenage and the Future for Africa. And we have our guest we are right in his office today. But please, can our audience know you? Can you introduce yourself briefly?
Well, I am Olu Andah Wai Ogosu, an environmentalist and a teacher, having taught that same discipline for the past 21 good years at the Rivers State University, handling and mentoring MPhil and PhD students.
Okay.
I run a consultancy on environmental issues.
Okay. Recently, our correspondent was actually at an election conducted by Mosop, and we found out that you were mentioned as the president, as the current president of Mosop. Is that true, sir?
Yes, very, very true. For the public, Mosop is a household name and word. It's an international brand. Mosop stands for Movement of the Survival of Ogoni People. People start asking survival. You know, it's in the perspective of a terrible injustice, I would say injustice, meted out to the Ogoni ethnic nationality arising from prospecting, exploiting the black gold crude, which Ogoni has in commercial quantity, and which is the driver of the economic growth and, in fact, physical growth of Nigeria as a whole. The exploitation of this resource created a lot of injustice on the people and on the physical environment, on the economical environment, and even on the political environment. So, as a means of redirecting this anomaly, sons and daughters of Ogoni, led by Ken Saruwiwa of Blessed Memory, had to champion the cause, to awaken the consciousness of the people, and to also draw the attention of government, policymakers, and decision takers that, hey, this is what is happening to my people. The environment has been completely destroyed, devastated, and as a result, their means of livelihood, these are people who are primarily fisher folks and farmer folks, so the environment has been completely destroyed, that these resources are no longer viable. And if that is so, it reflected on their quality of life. It reflected on the economics of the people. And when the people don't even have a say, it will also reflect on the politics of the time.
Okay, I can see your vast knowledge when it comes to the environmental issue of not just the Ogoni people, I think Nigeria at large, as a professor, like you said. First of all, before we go into the details of the day, how do you feel being the president of Mosop? With all of this idea, how do you feel currently being the president of Mosop?
I feel humbled in the sense that my years of advocating for the environment to be managed as a living system is beginning to pay off. Why do I say so? My people are beginning to see that yes, what Ken fought for and his followers fought for is beginning to yield some fruits, in the sense that upcoming people are there to sustain, to promote and sustain that struggle against all the injustice. So I feel so humbled that at this point in time, when the country is going through some terrible situations, and the Ogoni people also are going through terrible dehumanization, issues as a result of the exploitation of the resources that God gave them. And I think it is time we now put people knowledgeable, people experienced, people exposed, to continue that struggle for positive results.
Okay, I can see you sound knowledgeable too on the issue. I haven't expressed your delight over the new office attempts. Now that you actually in this position, what should the people of Ogoni expect towards the attainment of this goal and struggle? I know the election was successful. The example television were actually there, and we saw what happened, transpired. Now you gave the mantle, which you fight for it because you wanted to serve. So, what should the people expect from you now as the current president of Mosop?
Very simple. If you have a disunited people, then you'll not be able to drive your vision, your mission, your objectives, and all that. So what I expect from my people and what I intend to do as a start is to reconcile all the various different views, bring them together, so that Ogoni cannot stop speaking in one voice. Mosop was supposed to be the spokes voice. Mosop was supposed to be the vehicle for development. So my first action would be reconciliation of divergent views, so that we can come on a round table, improve on conversation, which is the end thing today in the world. If you cannot develop conversation, you will deny the people you are supposed to be leading opportunities to grow. So that would be my first
Okay, yeah, okay, President, I know you've actually been given this office now and you're ready to run. Have you been able to hold, executive meeting within a short period of time with your executive? Have you done that?
Yes, of course, of course. The first meeting I've had is to sit with my national executive so that we can now plan, on a short term, mid term, and long term plans, action plans as to how to achieve the objectives. And what is the objective? Is to bring people together, create a conducive environment so that development can now start, coming back into Ogoni, so that we can be able to reap and manage those resources, effectively for the development of Ogoni, both human and physical.
Oh yeah, I'm happy that you've had a meeting because we wanted to be sure that you now have a blueprint to run with. Basically, you have received the mantle already. Within a space of time, okay, how long are you supposed to be in this office? What's the duration time for your service to the people of Muslim? How long? What's the duration from your constitution?
And from the Constitution, it's just 3 years. The tenure, first tenure 3 years.
Okay, 3 years. Then you could vie for another. Should there be opportunity?
Yeah, in a truly democratic system of people, if you do well.
All right, Mr. President. Within the space of 3 years, I know the people of Muslim will be expecting so much from you. So, what are you assuring the people of Muslim that within the space of 3 years, the changes they have to see with your level weight of knowledge, that you are assuring them the executives have held the first meeting with them with your blueprint? What should the people of Muslim expect at the end of 3 years?
At the end of 3 years, I want to believe that Ogoni people will see one Ogoni. Because prior to this time, we've had so many factions. So top on the bill is to have one Ogoni. So that's reconciliation. And then second thing is, after reconciliation, we want to restore the old Ogoni back. Ogoni rich in resources, rich in human capacity, rich in human, commitment to work hard. Going to people who love working and they work hard. That spirit started fading as a result of the effect of oil exploration and exploitation. So, reconcile the people, start restoring the environment back to where it is, start creating an environment for the people to grow in terms of skills, in terms of education, in terms of entrepreneurship, and then try to start to revive the ailing, in fact, the dead infrastructures. What is the health situation in the place? What is the economic situation of the place? So there's quite a lot to
Yes, it's quite a lot. And we have 3 years. You've actually stated a lot, and those are vital issues. Ogoni is large and is big, is wide enough that even the federal government is aware of what Ogoni is all about. There are a lot of companies on the land of Ogoni, and the government too knows how much the government generates from the Ogoni land. So how do you actually align this to the government to ensure that the government play its role, its responsibility to the people of Ogoni?
Yeah, you see, because there is a lot of inconsistency and anger in the minds of the people as a result of the what I will call the genocide resulting from government reaction to the people saying no, you destroyed, devastated our environment. So that has to be tackled. How we are going to create an enabling environment for conversation, rich conversation with the government to ensure that our fallen heroes, first and foremost, are given total clemency because they were just sent, they were judicially murdered for crime. So that is our first approach. Sit with the government and say, hey, this is what happened to our people. And we need our people, our fallen heroes, to be given total clemency, absolved from crimes that they never committed. Because if that is not done, it will be difficult for us to sit along and be talking development. You must solve the human aspect, create an enabling environment for development to commence.
Okay, because I'm trying to look at your tenure, which is 3 years. I haven't spent time to want to talk about liaise with the government for the claimants of the heroes. They were more at the time. Now we talk about youth empowerment because when the youths are not empowered, they become hungry because the hungry man is an hungry man. So, what's your vision to empower the youths of Ogoni?
Stay with us. The news will be right back shortly after these important commercials.
Wow, people, you are all here. My name is Mr. Desmond Imbolo, and this is Rick Fat Newspapers, the mouthpiece of the people, the press, a must-have in all homes and offices in Nigeria, covers community issues, governance, campuses, and social stories. A brand owned by the Exatitude Group, published weekly by Exatitude Productions Nigeria Limited EPNL Media News and Entertainment Company, adding values to lives and nothing less, to inform, educate, inspire, and entertain. For your advert placement and coverage of your events, call 0912-8161-708. Facebook at Exatitude Press House. Read Fat Newspapers, a must-have in all homes and offices in Nigeria.
Welcome back. And in case you're just joining us, or you've been watching the South Television TV channel news program, The Nigeria Show, Teenage the Future for Africa, broadcasting here in Nigeria, Africa, around the world. And in case you didn't know, you are watching an exclusive interview with the new Mosop President, Professor Olu Andah Wai Ogosu. And he speaks on the Ogoni Youth Empowerment Program. I'll just take a listen to him.
So, Mr. President, with all of this you've said, what is your plan for the youth? Because youth empowerment is key. If the youth are empowered, then I tell you, there will be lesser problem in the country and the Ogoni people will be happy. So what's your blueprint for the youths?
Yeah, the blueprint will be formed on the basis of reinvigorating the youth back to their capabilities. These are youth are people who have so much energy, so much knowledge, and that, and coming at a time when the economy is so bad, and the infrastructures or developmental projects that are supposed to create opportunities for them are also dead. To get them back, they have to be integrated into the conversation. Then we have to, like I said, most of it's supposed to be vehicle for development. So we'll look at how we can revive the industries, agricultural, educational, and construction. We can revive them, we can push them, we'll create more room for the youth to be meaningfully engaged.
All right, sir. So, how do you feel? Because I noticed you are from LMN local government area of River State. I don't know, I stand to be correct, but how do you feel being the first LMN man to be the president of Mosop? How do you feel? I don't know if there'll be any other person before you.
Yeah, as the president, I feel grateful to the entire Ogoni people to find an LMN man adequately equipped for this assignment, onerous assignment. Before me, in fact, during the period of Ken, another one was his deputy, which is Dr. Onungwe. So, but as the first elected president from I am the first, and I feel so humble and thankful for the entire group. That shows the world that there is no difference. It puts to rest that notion, they are not this, they are not this. So I feel so thankful and grateful to the entire group of people who have found me eminently equipped and qualified to handle the office.
All right, thank you. Your word to the government just summarize and your appreciation to the ELCO that conducted the election.
Yes, my word to the government is government, Mosop is brand new Mosop, and Mosop is coming. Mosop is not antagonistic. Mosop is open for meaningful discussions. And Mosop will be coming to government and hoping that government will reciprocate that conducive environment for us to talk. And then for ELECO, wonderful job. ELECO was chaired by a first deputy president, a medical doctor by training and practice, was chaired by Dr. Olu, and his members were very, 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 very resourceful, and I need to thank them for a job well done, because they've now tried to show that Mosop is actually a child of democracy, and that's the way they piloted their affairs, from producing good guidelines, opening the space for interested persons to collect forms, fill, submit, did their screening, and then now open the space for election. They did a good job.
Alright, thanks so much for talking with us. This is the South Television TV channel. I will just finish talking with the president of Mosop, which is the movement for the survival of the people of Ogoni people. Okay, and he has spoken on a range of issues, and we believe that the government have heard them, and they are going to do all they promise to do for the good of the people of Ogoni. Thank you once again for letting us into your office.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time. And you've been watching the Zam Television TV channel program, The Nigeria Show, Teenager Future for Africa. And you can watch this episode and other of our programs online on YouTube at The Zatu TV Online, and on Facebook at The Zatu TV Online. You can also watch this broadcast on these stations: RS TV, NTA, Silverbird Television, Channels TV, AIT, Arise News, and TVC News Nigeria. For comment and observation on booking of this news coverage of your events, you can call +234 912 8161 708. I am Desmond Imbolo, and bye for now.
Do you know this attitude? Do you want to know this attitude? Do you know?